Hey guys, and for today's video, I'm going to be making my after season NFL QB tier list, guys. And let's begin here for the 2023-2024 NFL season. Here you go, guys. I mean, of course, we're not going to use some of these guys and stuff for the tier list and stuff, obviously, because they're backups. But the people who started, I'm going to use from last season. Nothing coming for this season, but just how they played this season. I would say mainly last season, but also the last 3 years, I would say. Mainly the last season, but also the last couple seasons. Because some guys were injured, there were some things. But yeah, let's get into it. And here's the thing. I'm not saying they should be a backup. I'm saying how they've been playing. So, there's going to be, first-year guys. I believe some need more development than others. But yeah, Bryce Young to begin this list. He's right now a backup. I mean, He's the worst starting QB in the NFL by far right now. But the Panthers did him no favors. He's just been screwed over in that system. That's a stagnant offense. I don't know if anything's gonna change. Maybe he could develop. Maybe he could get better. But he's in a situation where I feel like he's never gonna develop there. I don't know. But you gotta give him a chance. You can't just. They got to give him at least another year to see what he has. And if he's still this bad, and if they improve the team, and if they're still bad and stuff after, and they improve the roster and stuff, and they get some around him, then you're kind of yeah, maybe he's not the guy. But yeah, for now he's in backup. Matthew Stafford. Ooh, this one's weird because it's okay, yeah, he's definitely not here, but he's. Right now, I would probably put him in above average. I mean, he's a good QB. He's not a great QB. He did win the Rams did win that ring with him and stuff. And I think, last year it was riddled with injuries and stuff. But this year he's come back to his old form. I think at his core he is an above average QB and stuff. Really good QB and stuff. But just not that great and on that. But yeah, Stafford, dude, having Nakua breakout on Kyren Williams too, that did help the offense, and he had some pieces, and actually they're still rebuilding, but the team looks bright in the future. Maybe they could do something with. Here we go, next QB, where do I want to put Lamar here? I'm gonna put him in superstar. Okay, I think Lamar is definitely, when healthy, fully healthy, he's one of the best QBs in the league and stuff in the regular season. He's a regular season quarterback. I'm saying the playoffs, that Texans game was great, but that Chiefs game, the whole team laid an egg. I'm not saying it was all his fault, but only running the ball 8 times and stuff. But this is a QB video, so Lamar, you got to show more in the playoffs, but the regular season overall, I would say he's a superstar, bottom superstar, low superstar, high star. So I'd put him in the superstar tier. All right, this is another one that Justin Herbert, I would put him in superstar in past years, but I'm just going to put him in star for now. His team did him no favors. I'm not saying his team didn't do, dude, that team has no depth, the worst defense in the league, but also there were games where the defense could do it and he didn't do good. His last couple games before he got injured wasn't good. He's a little too inconsistent. He could easily be a top 3 QB if he was a little more consistent. He's a little more inconsistent, but the talent is one of the most talented quarterbacks in the league. Just top of star. Maybe I'll put him in low superstar. He's kind of, say, a little bit, maybe one QB, the top of star in my opinion. But then we got CJ Stroud here, and yeah, I know this is bold. I'm putting him in star. Ooh. Superstar, the thing is yeah, he had a great year, but it's to me, it's he's a rookie, and so if he could easily regress, but it's kind of having more favors. And with Herbert too, he's had that amazing. I think Stroud has had the greatest rookie season of all time, but it's tough. Do we put him above? I don't know. After that first year, I don't know, but he's been a little inconsistent. He's a rookie too. I don't know. I really am to me they're around it's either one. I don't know. Right now, though, if I'm saying I'm just taking Herbert over Stroud because of he's had more years under his belt and he's shown it with Stroud first year. I think he's gonna become a top 3 QB in the league, top 5, top 3. So that's not, but you've seen QBs that maybe injuries or other things. Just yeah, it's just more. It's just only rookie, which it's impressive he's even here. I think most people at best would accept him maybe in the average tier at best, like at the before the year started. So yeah, Mahomes, no question, best QB in the league, superstar. Had his worst year, but we won't see there now. I mean, the Chiefs being a dynasty, that was more defensive team, but he's still the best QB in the league. He's one of the greatest QBs to ever play this game already. I think he's at least top 5 all time now. I mean, there's not more to say. I mean, like, I think it's more interesting to discuss about the guys that are around the start or above average because there's a lot to say, but then we got Jalen Hurts. Oh boy, this is where it's the starter above average. That year he had last year was amazing, but this year he kind of regressed. I'll put him bottom of star. I still think Jalen Hurts is a great QB. I think he's better than Stafford, but like, I mean, yeah, a lot of rushing touchdown, no touchdowns, but yeah, I mean, but I think Jalen Hurts is still a pretty good QB and stuff. Great QB. I think maybe not as good as some of these other guys, but I think he's around that. He's top 10 at least. Maybe a little bit outside the top 5, but yeah, probably around 8 or 9. Say, but yeah. Next, we got Kirk Cousins. Well, Kirk. Oh, I do not. This one's tough to me. I don't. These are I think these are the hardest. Do I put him in above average star right now? And put him in above average. He probably had the best start of his career, one of the best starts of his career. But in other seasons, I mean, in the playoffs, like kind of the same thing. I mean, his regular seasons are good, but just not great. But I mean, yeah, I mean, little inconsistency sometimes, like kind of, like we didn't get to see that much the torn Achilles and stuff, which sucks. But on prime time, just like chokes under pressure. So like I don't know, maybe not that, but like there are times. I mean, I guess that night stigma was done last year, but yeah, that playoff game, that pass was terrible. That last pass against the Giants, that was bad. And then we got Joe Burrow, which is pretty obvious, superstar. Yeah, I know that calf injury. Yeah, I don't make excuses. He had that bad start. We knew he was going to. I mean, if he's playing, he's out. But yeah, that once he was healthy, the team looked like one of the best QBs in the year. And they wrote the 49ers and stuff. I think was that the first game they lost of the year too. One of them, I'm trying to remember. But yeah, when he's healthy, he's the top 3 QB. The Bengals with him are the only team actively to beat the Chiefs and stuff in the playoffs. So yeah, I mean, probably one of the 2 or 3 best QBs in the league. But yeah, let's go on here. Tua. Well, this one above average. The thing with me is the end of the year was bad. That playoff game was terrible. I mean, bad. I know it wasn't when the defense collapsed. The defense was battered with injuries. They had a good running game. What's the excuse to score 7 points when you have a good running game? It's the passing game. If you only score 7 points, running game's doing good. Your passing game, and yeah, just not fit for the cold. I mean, there's more first playoff games so we can improve, but yeah, let's continue. Desmond Ridder getting the backup. Oh my gosh, I thought this guy is what I thought. This guy is what Will Levis is like. I mean, I don't know why I'm saying. I thought a guy that showed flashes, like had a couple good games and stuff, and thought he could take the next step with Atlanta having a good roster. And we didn't know Arthur Smith was a complete idiot. So yeah, I thought this would be good, but really didn't take that next step and regressed. And this happens like every year. This year it's Will Levis who showed that promise. Like I feel like there's always a guy that's like a late first round, like late day 1 or day 2 pick that always like shows flashes and then gets some like starter, like, and then get some gets 5 or 6 games every year, and then they get another year, and then they either stink, most likely aren't that good the next year, but sometimes they are. But yeah, let's move on here. Brock Purdy, my friend. I'm gonna put him top of above average. Really good QB. I mean, played a okay game in the Super Bowl, but I feel like that's more on the O-line. They were not like in the big moments. Like he was under pressure the rest of that time, but he puts the ball down the field like every time. Like every pass, I feel like his tempo is yards. So yeah, he's doing good. It's just, I mean, there is a good for playing with Shanahan, but I think he's a good QB. There are some moments where he was off and just didn't look that good. But I mean, yeah, but I think he's a good QB and stuff. I mean, I don't know if they ever win the Super Bowl. I think if they're not going to win Super Bowl with Shanahan until he leaves, he's the reason. I think he's one of the main reasons that this good. Like, I think he would still be really, like, pretty good, but, I mean, we'll never know. But Dak Prescott. I know I'm going to put him in star above Jalen Hurts. I don't even know. I want to put him below. I'm putting him here. Nah, Dak. You're right here. There you go. That's better. I'm just going to say this. Okay, the reason I put Jalen Hurts that high was that, he was a second best QB last year, so you could say that. Maybe he did have a down year, but at least I said I'm taking not as account, but he had a great, but he's such a choker. The whole Cowboys team is just such choker. What is there to say? Great. Who cares? He's a great regular season quarterback. Can't get it done in the playoffs. I mean, I feel like kind of reminds me of like Kirk Cousins. And I mean, at least Lamar did have that good game in the division round. At least he went to the AFC Championship. So I mean, both Dak and Kirk feel like the same QB to me. But that's just me. But yeah, let's move on. Trevor Lawrence. Ooh, this one. I know this may be bold here, but yeah, Lawrence, you're below Tua. That last year was good. His rookie year was rough, but that last year was really good. Cemented his top 10 QB, and now it's like, is he above that? Is he in that average range? That I know that he had that injury too. Like I say, he had that ankle injury. I think he rushed it, like Burrow did, and he didn't look that good. But even then, it's like offense was still pretty solid, but it feels like in the red zone they weren't converting. It's like little bit inconsistent. I mean, he's shown that he's talent. I think he is a good QB, but we gotta just see more and stuff. But yeah, moving on here. Will Levis right now serviceable. He had flashes. I mean, I think the Titans need to build around him. Really not have that great of a team and stuff. I'm interested to see what they do, what he does next year, how he grows next year. But yeah, he had a good season. I mean, that's a good season for a rookie. I mean, this is where you expect most rookies to be around. He's serviceable. I feel like he isn't like he wasn't like Bryce Young level bad, but he also wasn't CJ Stroud level good. Like he was kind of in the middle. So yeah, let's move on. Jared Goff. I think he is a better than Purdy, above average dude. Goff, dude, nice job. I mean, good year from him, making some nice plays. I mean, the Lions went to the NFC Championship for the first time since like the 1990s, so that's good. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of weapons there too, but like just a hard. I mean, I feel like Goff is inconsistent, but when he's on, he's really good. Like he's in a league. There's another QB I'm gonna talk about. I mean, I don't want to jinx who it is, but you'll see. Little bit inconsistent sometimes, but I mean, he's really good whenever. Like, I feel like, especially at home there, he's really good and stuff. But, yeah, had a good playoff one, played great in the playoffs. But, yeah, let's move on. Jimmy Garoppolo, my sexy Italian unk. I thought you were... It pains me to put him here. This is what the thing. Jimmy G was a definition of average with the 49ers. Now he played like a backup. He didn't even play like he deserved a starting job. I'd put him in spot starter, but spot starters at least like could keep a job. Jimmy G was terrible with the Raiders and stuff. I mean, he's probably gonna be a backup somewhere else. He was bad. It's why I'm hesitant about Purdy. I think he's a good QB, but it's like you see what happens with Jimmy G. I don't think it'd be as bad as that, but I think he'll still be above average. I think maybe Purdy wasn't there, he'd probably be like around here, like maybe like here, but you never know. You just don't know. We see, yeah, but it's weird. But there he is. Okay, let's move on here. I mean, Josh Allen is in Superstar. Ooh, I don't know. I think I'm going to put him above Lamar right there because the playoff success turns the ball over, but he's reduces the most touchdowns in the league. If he put the turnovers down, he could easily be second. I don't think he's ever going to be first just because Mahomes is there, but I mean, if the turnovers go down, he could be second. But I mean, yeah, like great QB like that, running ability is amazing. Like no one can tackle him like when he's in space. Like don't give him any space. But yeah, let's move on here. Kenny Pickett. Ooh, this is kind of tough. Okay, is he in super? Nah, I'm just kidding. He's not a superstar. Here's what I say. I'm a Steelers fan. He's a game manager. That's what he is. He's going to his third year this year. He did improve a little, but it's like, the thing is, He's clutch. He doesn't turn the ball over. That's it. His accuracy's not that good. Everything else isn't good. His pocket presence isn't that good. Everything else isn't good. So is he a spot starter? He's a game manager. That's the thing. He's definitely a high tier backup. That you can't deny that, but you don't draft that first round pick. Is he I don't know if he's a spot starter. I would put him as backup right now. Top tier backup. But yeah, let's go. Kyler Murray, star QB. Alright, Kyler Murray to me is just Kyler Murray, I mean, he was injured towards the ACL, but I think whenever he's healthy, he's a good QB. I feel like he's kind of around the same tier of, like, I feel like him and Jalen Hurts around, like, the same tier. Like, I feel like Jalen Hurts wasn't as good as he was last year, but not as bad as this year. I know I'm talking about him, but I think it's somewhere in the middle. But, yeah, I think Kyler had a solid year. I mean, solid year for Kyler and stuff, but, I mean, ACL, they need to build a team around him. They were 500 with him and stuff, but, yeah, I mean, what we gotta say more is if they build a team, they could be a playoff team easily, but in the weak NFC. Russell Wilson. I know this is weird. Spot. No, I disagree with that. I think he's average. A lot of people say he's not that good. The stats, I think, are better than what it says because when you watch him play, it's weird. He takes a lot of sacks, but he still has that big play ability, so that's why I'm putting him in average. I think he's okay. As a starter, I think he's okay. I don't think he's amazing like he used to be, but I think he's bottom of average, maybe top of serviceable starter at the point of his career. First ballot Hall of Famer, not elite anymore, but yeah, let's move on. Geno Smith. You're average. I mean, he did have that last year was good, but he has regressed and stuff. And I think he's around an average QB. I think he's around either low above average to high average. I mean, he had a great year last year, but I feel like he's around that range of like 13 to 15. I think he's pretty solid. I think he's a good QB, but I think he's good to maybe. I think he's average. I think he's a little bit above average. I don't know. I think he's more on the average side. He's on the high average side. Is this year he's shown he's been inconsistent a little bit, but yeah, great career for a guy that was seen as a big bust. So yeah, Aaron Rodgers. This may be bold. I think Aaron Rodgers to me is right here. The reason is I think he's still a top 10 QB when he was healthy. He tore his Achilles, yeah. Last year he kind of regressed. That's the reason why. He did have 2 and back-to-back MVPs, and he's definitely one of the greatest QBs ever played the position. In my opinion. I think he's with top 5 all time. But, yeah, but right now, he's just, kind of regressed that 1 year. We don't know what we're going to expect stuff next season. But, yeah, I'm excited to see him back in action for the Jets. But let's go on here. Future Pittsburgh Steelers starter Justin Fields here. He's a serviceable starter. He has those top 5. You watch the highlights, he looks like a top 5 QB. When you actually watch him, he's inconsistent. He has a big cannon of an arm, good mobility and stuff. But, other than that, it's like, when he's on, but he's not clutch. But when he's on, though, he's amazing. He's a great QB. But there were games where he had some stinkers, too. So, yeah, that's why it's here. He's not consistent enough. He shows flashes, but not enough. Sam Howell. Oh, boy. This one's tough to me. Ooh, this one's tough. I'll put him bottom of spot starter. Okay, let me explain to you. Yeah, that first half was great, but that second half when it started getting colder, he dipped. And the picks are too much. He turns the ball over. But when he's on, he's good. But I feel like with Fields, he doesn't turn the ball over as much. Howe does. I feel like that's a different. And he doesn't have that rushing ability. I feel like the passing ability is better, though, and the potential's there. Against the Eagles, he had 2 amazing games. But, there's more. He's got to play more consistent. But, yeah. All right. Anthony Richardson, I honestly think right now is average. When he played, no, he is, Dude, when he played, he looked really good. The rushing, he's gonna develop into I think he's gonna develop into could be a star quarterback, even superstar if he reaches full potential. But, dude, this man, everyone was like, what that good, the cool joy. I was there too, but it's like, wow. When he was playing like that, the move, the ability, really good, and the completion percentage was 50s. I think percent was at 55, 56 in college. It looked really good. It looked pretty accurate in the NFL. not amazing, but it's like for a rookie, pretty good. I think he was the third best. But injuries, he was injured though. He had like did he have a concussion and like he had a shoulder injury that the rest of the year? I mean, jeez, but yeah. Let's move on here. Derek Carr, welcome. You are what I think Geno Smith is to average. You at 1 point above at that low above average, but I feel like at this point, really inconsistent. I mean, they did show flashes, but it's like they're in the changing with football. Hell, I don't Derek Carr like that year was weird. He had like a game where he averaged like 2 yards per pass and stuff. It was weird. Or was it per attempt? So it was weird, man. I'm like, Derek Carr is just, I don't know. Derek Carr to me is just, like, he had those games that are good, but it's like, I don't think it's worth it. And he's not really, it has not one playoff game. And it feels like he's in the same situation as the Raiders. But yeah, let's move on here. Baker Mayfield here. Yeah, bold take of the day. I think Baker Mayfield is better than Brock Purdy. Okay, I know last year was his worst year of his career, but he had his best year of his career and stuff. Even better than the one with the Browns and stuff this year. If you've been paying attention to. That year with the Bucs was great. I mean, I know I don't know. I know Baker is a little more inconsistent, but dude, when he's on, dude, this man's really good. He is inconsistent too, so that's why I think he's like Jared. I think he was a little bit worse than Goff. I don't know. I know some of these maybe some bold takes to put Baker and Goff. I just think they're better. That's just me, but I mean, you guys, maybe thinking about it, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, like, I think this is what it is. Maybe I'll switch it around later, but I think maybe a little inconsistent, but yeah, had a great year. Tannehill, we're not even going to rate you. Get out of here. Jordan Love. Congratulations, Love. Ooh, okay. I know right now puts you in the middle of Kyler and maybe not. But you're behind Kyler. All right. Great year by him. Proved the beginning of the year was great. Then had that bad, not so good middle half. And then ever since they played the Steelers, great second half in the playoffs. Pretty good too. Other than that one pick at Hero Bowl against the 49ers, which he did a couple times and went back 49ers, he did good and stuff. But, dude, the Packers having great QBs, maybe another first ballot Hall of Famer. Can't believe it. I can't. But, yeah, Jordan Love, I think he's going to be, maybe could be in Superstar next year. So, yeah, watch out for that. Deshaun Watson, serviceable starter. Well, I mean, he's not that good. Honestly, I shouldn't be disrespecting Will Levis and Justin Fields like that. He's spots. Sorry. He is terrible. I mean, dude, he's not that good. And yeah, I mean, I if we're just talking about on the field, then I guess it wouldn't be bad. But yeah, I don't know even talk about the other parts. But dude, he had one good game against the Ravens, but other than that, he's been ass. Like, jeez. Like, I mean, it's just not that good of a QB. I'm not gonna say more. But okay, this Ryan. Wait, what's? Oh my gosh, Matt Ryan is gonna be substituted for what's his name? For Gardner Minshew, spot starter. I love Gardner. I'm happy he got an opportunity, but he's a spot starter. I mean, he's shown like he can't really win you games. So he's not going to lose you games, and he sometimes did. But, I mean, that it was a pain for that pass to Goodson and stuff that dropped and stuff. Not the best, though, but, I mean, he should have got that. But he's just that spot starter. It's just like, there's nothing more to say. It's like, he's just not like good. He has shown flashes, but just not. He's consistently but yeah. Mac Jones. Ooh, this is bad. Mac Jones is in backup. That man got wasted. He wished to be like Zach Wilson. Oh my gosh. That made me laugh a little bit. Like Zach Wilson. Who wants to be Zach Wilson? Oh wait, we gotta rate him too. Who wants to be like Zach Wilson? I actually made me laugh. I'm like, what the heck? The way he developed. I mean, Bill O'Brien was younger. They ruined his development, though. First year, he was like average, a serviceable starter. This year, these last 2 years have been terrible. He's been getting worse and worse. And Bill O'Brien, dude, even I remember Bailey Zappi saying that it was so toxic in the QB room. They went to the receiver room to get tape. What is up? How is that happening under Bill Belichick? That's not good. The culture is cancerous. They got rid of Bill Belichick, they resigned, and yeah. Hopefully they got better coach, but I don't know. Mac Jones will probably be a backup somewhere. Backup coming to you guys. Coming to somewhere. I don't know where, but yeah. Zach Wilson, another man who's going to be traded. I think he's I don't know. At least Zach Wilson had a good game or two this year. I know Mac Jones had I would take just the talent. That's the only reason. The talent is the only reason I would take Zach Wilson. He has the talent. Okay, what I'm trying to say is he has the intangibles. Like, he has a good arm. Like, he has a strong arm, but that's it. Come on. When he was able to show, that's what they drafted him for, is that game against the Chiefs. It's just, you can't, one game you're not going to beat. You know what I mean? But yeah. Let's move on here. Daniel Jones, spot starter. Well, Daniel Jones, whenever he did start, and I'm kind of putting Tommy DeVito, all these guys in. They kind of are. This is just Daniel Jones. Tommy DeVito, we know. Tyrod Taylor backup. But Daniel Jones got injured early on and stuff. Not the greatest, just bad season whenever he was out there. He wasn't even good when he was out there. But I think just a spot starter. He's going to be the starter, but my bet is they're drafting someone. They're going to trade up with a team. If the Patriots, I think the Giants might trade up and get Jaden Daniels, or maybe it's either them, the Falcons, or the Vikings, I have a feeling, because they could want Kirk Cousins. But yeah, here's my tier list, guys. Look at this. 1 Mahomes, 2 Burrow, 3 Allen, 4 Lamar, 5 Herbert, 6 Stroud, 7 Hurts, 8 Murray, 9 Love, 10 Rodgers, 11 Goff, 12 Baker, 13, I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry. Me thinking about it, Purdy is more consistent, so I'm going to put Purdy there. The only reason I put Aaron Rodgers here is because of, the MVPs, but maybe I should put him, I don't know. If we're talking about this season, though, should I not even keep Rodgers? If we're talking about this season, guys, he played, I'm probably going to keep Rodgers off the list. Yeah, that's fair, because it's he didn't even play. He played 5 snaps. But if we're talking about going into next season, I think this is where it is. This is where it would be. I might make some changes, but right here. 1 Mahomes, 2 Burrow, 3 Allen, 4... But we're not talking about just this season, though. It's the last 3, mainly this one, but the last, you get what I mean? What everyone thinks. Not just this season. 1 Mahomes, 2 Burrow, 3 Allen, 4 Lamar, 5 Herbert, 6 Stroud. If this was just that, it would be Lamar, then Allen, then Stroud, probably. But 6 Stroud. I know putting Herbert that high, but he is really good. 6 Stroud, 7 Hurts, 8 Murray, 9 Love, 10 Purdy, 11 Goff, 12 Baker, 13 Dak, 14 Wolf. I think we got to I'm going to put 2 guys down in average. There we go. There's my tier list. But I don't think Tua and Lawrence are average. I don't know. I feel like I know. I'm just going to keep them like that. I feel like there should be a tier for these 2 guys. I don't know. I feel like they're not average, but they're not above average. That's just me. But 11 Goff, 12 Mayfield, 13 Dak. I do agree. Okay, maybe some I did a little bit too hard, but playoff choking. I know there's some. But 13 choking doesn't count. Putting up 30 points, you should not lose. I did Lamar, but he was so good in still. I know. Wait, where was I at? Crap. 9, 10, 11, 12, Dak 13, Kirk 14, 15, Stafford 16, Tua 17, Lawrence 18, 19, 20, 21, Wilson 22, Fields 23, Levis 24, Gardner Minshew 25, Daniel Jones 26, Sam Howell 27, Deshaun Watson 28, Kenny Pickett 29, Jimmy G 30, 29, Jimmy G 30, Jack was 31, Mac Jones 32, Desmond Ridder 33, Bryce Young. Yeah, guys, this is my opinion. If you guys, I don't think, my list isn't the end all be off. If y'all want to tell me yours and with the switch, yeah, I agree. I do have some biases. So maybe there are some guys that are a little bit higher than others. So yeah, guys, I really hope y'all enjoyed today's video, guys. Till next time, see y'all later. Peace out. Bye.